Alright, let's go on. Let's get into the kitchen. Get to the kitchen and start some coffee and some gaming news. See what is up. See what is up. Hello, Ignotus. Alright. Happened with Stacklands? I mean, what happened to Stacklands? Oh, what's with Stacklands? Oh, what is up with it? Alright, let's get the water. Let's get the coffee. There we go. There we go. Lower. Alright. Alright. There it is. There it is. Still gonna play? I mean, yeah. I mean, it's next fest. There's just way too much shit to play. First coffee. It's just way too much demos to play. So it's, you know, ain't nobody got time for that now. I'll return when the time has come to do that. If you'll see, maybe next week. Next week gonna have some time at least. Then it's already gonna be Atomic Hearts and everything, so it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. It's like not exactly the game you kind of like finish anyway. So I can return any moment. Just get in, fuck around, get out. And there's just like way too much stuff to do really. I don't think you can do everything anyway. Alright. Should have enough coffee for a couple of days until delivery arrives. I should. And it's just too many games, man. Not a lot of time. Nice, Steve, nice. As going on to Sev's life. See, it's gonna be all the demos now. Next week even too. Like Monday is still next fest technically. And Tuesday I'm gonna be also catching up with stuff that will still be available after next fest. Like at least Tuesday totally gonna be all loaded. Then Wednesday, Thursday I'm gonna go to my friend's countryside house, I think. And then Friday is also First Look Friday, so loaded. And then it's already the week with Atomic Hearts basically release. And that's on Game Pass, and that I have, so that I will do. And I also need to finish Pentiment. And I also kind of want to finish Maho Kenshi, since there is some sort of finish at least in that game. And yeah, it's like Stacklands, some Loop Hero, all that fun stuff too. There is, well, I mean, Oblivion is still going, by the way. Completely forgot about the fucking elephant in the middle of the room. There is still not even like 2 guilds finished completely out of everything. And then there's like some other side stuff. They did their altars, DLCs, main story. Like, brother. If you get everything that is still going and still want to do, and we're already gonna be loaded, even with current stuff, I think, until like April probably. Doable. Doable. Well, the fucking game dev and stuff on top of that. It's not gonna be this week, but next week I'll find time. Gonna get into it and get the consistency going. This week is just way too much good stuff, and it's timed good stuff, so gonna use the opportunities, eh? But yeah, I can take already like currently going and planned stuff, and it's gonna be enough probably for like a month, no problems. Easily. Easily. Alright. Get a bit of chicory there. There we go. There we go. Now we get the water. Alright. Mix it a bit fast. Fine. It's gonna actually get mixed by stirring thing anyway. That's alright. So that's alright. Alright. Coffee, I think, is like on Monday or something. Or was it Sunday? I don't remember. I don't remember. Get the new shipment of that. Yes, I see. Oh yeah, Nintendo Direct. They learned about it like next day when we, well, yeah, okay, next day it was like what, Wednesday night, right? And Thursday we also were gathering with friends. My friend, like, we're waking up in the morning. I went to bed like early. Waking up and there's like a message from my friend like, what the fuck did I just watch? What is this garbage? Then I also, since I follow the game industry biz on Twitter, right? It's like opening Hater Mask, opening the Twitter, and they have like the opinion piece there. Like, we don't need Direct anymore. Like, how about we just stop doing Nintendo Direct? And usually you see like, you know, like almost no engagement when there are tweets. I mean, it's just like news tweets, right? It's just like a decent amount of views and everything, maybe like a few likes. And this one you see like, you know, like already 10 replies or something. I'm like, oof, all right. I see where it's going there. And then they also did it in their regular fashion, you know, like tweeted it again later. And there is another bunch of replies and more people now. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? And I'm like, yep. You don't touch the Nintendo Nest, dude. They gonna sting, man. They gonna sting. Which, I mean, I also think that it doesn't really matter. Like, Direct, all those showcases, like, don't like them, don't watch them, done. And why should you remove them? Even if it's just like some people talking or something, some devs talking, then, you know, as long as it's properly telegraphed and you didn't stay up at night to watch someone talking, then whatever. Like Day of the Devs, for example, is also mostly devs talking, but it's fun. I'll go into Mask, hello. Yeah, I don't think I've seen your hello before, actually. I don't think so, huh? Hello, sir, how are you doing? Now I see it, though. I see it, I see it. The shadow drop. Oh yeah, I guess not that bad, but yeah, for people who are not really with the Nintendo and stuff, that was just kind of what. Then I guess like journalists are just kind of molding that, you know, they need to like stay up in a different time zone so they can then, like, you know, write a report or something. Well, I mean, you know, you're getting paid for it, brother. I would say Direct, if anything, is kind of not the worst one even. At least they, you know, at least they show the games mostly. And it's kind of like, what, 40 minutes or something? Usually it's kind of composed about games, less talk, all good. So that's totally far from the worst you can see nowadays. Silence. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, either must I see how so. Why are you feeling like a potato? Okay, all right. Got like some early mornings going. Feels very good. Feels very good. And by the April, supposedly they might open the swimming pool with the gym. Oh, the pre-orders for the pass though for a year are insane. Like fucking world-class gym in like the center of Moscow is cheaper than this shit. Like what the fuck, dude? Annoying, man. Annoying. Either Moscow say. It's nice when you get used to it though. It's a good feeling. Yeah, makes days feel kinda longer too. Ugh, uke. Ugh, the big ukes. Alright, let's see. What is up? Let's see, let's see. I recognize that one. I recognize that one. Alright, let's check. So we're gonna need to catch up with a bunch of stuff that I missed during my day offs. Alright. Let's see. The announcer of the International said the tournament will be in Seattle. Apparently they changed it later because it looks like it's kinda hidden info for now. Let's see. Team Fortress 2 is getting first major update in years. Damn son. They realized how fucked the Overwatch is and decided to come back. Remedy said that Alan Wake sequel might be. Oh, the Alan Wake sequel you can already play through Alan Wake sequel. So basically the game is kind of like done. Now I guess it's the polishing and stuff. What else do we have? Fans found potential Evil Within 3 teaser in Hi-Fi Rush. Damn son, I mean, it wouldn't be surprised really. It's kind of like more of a side game for them anyway. Gaijin Entertainment is serving players about the VR spin-off of War Thunder for PS5. Huh? Damn son. Even more leaking of secret documents. Another one. Them are RPG action RPG about to get even more money on that stuff. Oofus. Oof. This is where you need to be, Turbosk. This is where the money is. This is the dang stuff. 500 million. The glorious product. Potentially 1 billion. Oof. Oof. Insane. And get some classic folk art and everything. Yeah, no. I see, Steve, I see. So they're just providing like more tools for workshop or something? Or what exactly? And the gaijin is a snail indeed, eh? The premise of the game is actually kind of alrighty. It's just the fact that it's most likely gonna be garbo just to cut some government money. So that's what I think. We'll see though. I hope I'm wrong, eh? Yes, these are mascara. Ah, I see, Steve. Alright. Damn, the free content. Free content. Jeff Grubb thinks that State of Play will be during the month. Can it? Can it be? I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually. Well, I guess it probably will because like waiting until the Microsoft acquisition fiesta is over might take forever. So they probably it's about time to already drop something. Since they haven't dropped anything in a while. But it also might be kind of like mild State of Play, I guess. Like the updates on whatever is in development already. Some multi-platform, some indie stuff. And that kind of shit. Oh, the VR, yeah, the VR stuff probably also they're gonna show some more, and that's kind of it, I would guess. Now they're gonna like show some big stuff because of the Microsoft stuff still going. But maybe they already don't care anymore. Could be that too, huh? Alright. Let's go up. See, what does it say? The pain, maybe not the pain. Eat some spicy breakfast today. I made some couscous, but I decided to enhance it with the Lal sauce. The Chinese pepper sauce. And that was actually quite good, eh? That was actually quite good, eh? To come up with some more recipes, eh? Like that. That was nice. Was quite nice, eh? Oh, then the PUBG is also doing their own Tarkov there. PUBG Battleground is working on the Escape from Tarkov competitor. PvP extraction shooter with exciting gunfights in constantly changing open world. The fuck is that, dude? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. PUBG is not exactly the sign of quality, personally, for me. But if it will be kind of like more of a different thing, not trying to be too much of PUBG, then it might be actually kind of alright, I guess. The ever-changing open world, I wonder what that means. But I think with like now, well, Escape of Tarkov already kinda started the wave. And now that Dark and Darker, for example, is going places, I think we might get a bunch of that stuff going. I mean, there is always also like Hunt that is kinda somewhere out there on the side, but still doing really well. So there might be more, Gonna ride the meta. Gotta ride the meta. Just wait, like in a year or two, Ubisoft gonna make their own or start making and then cancel, or it's just gonna flop. The usual, the usual. The PUBG doing, yeah, on mobile they're doing crazy. On mobile they are like one of the biggest, I think, games still. Even after like a bunch of bans and stuff like this, it's still crazy. The thing is, like, the funny part is not even like, you know, the biggest in the Asian market. That's the thing. Like, it's not even the biggest there. But they still pumping. Ubisoft started all with Division. Think so? Nah, I don't think so, really. Like, Division is a bit different. Maybe there was like part of it, I guess, that kind of like, you know, got extended and iterated on, but still. The Western Zoomers, I think so, because like in Asia it's mostly, what's the name? The Garena Free Fire. More or less extraction shooter, I see. Got some to snuck. Started it and then didn't really do anything with it. Classic. Ubisoft lost the art director, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and Origins, leaving company after 17 years of work. Last 5 years, Jean Dawn was working on unannounced game in Minecraft style. Yeah, they're working on some voxel game apparently for like 5 years already. Unless it's already cancelled too, among the others. It wouldn't be surprising, concerning how they try to hop on every trend, but do it like few years late. Division 2 update, speaking of Division, Ubisoft, can drop because devs broke the game. Classic. That's, I think, what people said about the Steam version, right? Something was like completely dead there. Like they fucked the Steam release completely. Tom Henderson said that the new Call of Duty might be out 10th of November. Monster Insider said about the beta testing of the shooter. Yes, you see, alright. Octopath Traveler 2, a 3-hour demo is out on PC now. Huh. They got Next Best too? Well, the problem is it's probably not available here as always, so can check that one out. And I really still kind of at some point maybe we'll play the first one anyway. When it's available and when it's reasonably priced, so probably never. Because even if it will be available, it probably never will be reasonably priced. Unless they give it for free or something at some point. Oh, I see, Steve. I see. All right. Announced on Nintendo Direct, but still available on PC also. Interesting. But I mean, nice. That is nice. That is good. All right. Well, let's see. And this we saw. What else? What else? Elon Musk fired top engineer over his declining view counts. Damn, son. Imagine the ego. Yeah, the engagement is dying there already anyway, so it's not just him, it's everyone, seems like. And it's time to move to Mastodon again. Or somewhere else. I wonder if someone is actually... Well, I mean, I guess some people do be using that stuff still. Like, I don't know anyone really personally, though. But I think some people did move completely. Apparently, in one of the articles about the game that we read, that Mastodon actually did quite well for some game. As a platform, to do some marketing. Nintendo has no plans for Nintendo Switch price cuts. No, I mean, I'm not even surprised. Why would they? Why would they? The racing survival Pacific Drive, in which players need to survive in a dangerous world of the zone. Got the gameplay trailer. Damn, is it like Stalker on cars? To survive, you will need to repair and upgrade your car. The game will be out this year, PS5 and PC. Damn, son. The Car Stalker. Insane, eh? Nintendo and Google get roped into Microsoft's FTC defense. Ooh, more leaks and drops. Come on, started already. Started already. Sega said Sonic Frontiers made a steady start to life and was one of its strongest performances during the quarter. 2.9 million sales in under 2 months. That's not bad. And we actually thought that it will be kind of shit. Alright, not bad, not bad. MKHPLO. Yeah, Thomas, that one. So there was the Ingemote mentioned, Sunshine Sky Shines Bedline, right? Right, I think. And there was one called I have it. I have that one. Not the escort, not the caravan. Forgot. I do have that one. They also kind of like upgrade cars and stuff, but it has like different type of gameplay. That one was more active gameplay. It's kind of like faster than light, I guess, with like post-apocalyptic like car management sorta. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that seems not too bad. Seems not too bad. You know, with caravan stuff and everything, already kind of like having some of the thoughts. It kind of like merges with some other ideas that I had before, like story-wise. We'll see though. We'll see how it will go. Because I already had like some like story kind of idea going before, like just like one idea, nothing like super developed and stuff, but one kind of interesting post-apocalyptic thingy that I was thinking about. And that little game kind of merged into that too, sorta, as kind of like maybe prequel or something. Like it can use the concept also. And it also kind of explains the roguelikeness. It's gonna be like the roguelike stuff. That kind of concept and story explains it kind of well, in my opinion. We'll see though. I'm gonna iterate on that too, but yeah, I think it's gonna be like good, like lore wise and for like explaining why is it like, you know, in circles there. Well, there's an article about that game actually too. Survival roguelike design fundamentals that fuel Pacific Drive. Let's copy that one and check it on Sunday. Let me copy it. So I have it. There we go. Back. All right. On release, the console versions of Atomic Heart won't have the ray tracing. Damn, son. People probably bemolding. Vampire Survivors got the fresh content update. Challenges, achievements, and relics. And after level 80, people can open new territory. Alright. Let's see. And Nintendo Switch Online adds Game Boy and Game Boy Color titles. So that we missed on the Direct, I guess you could say. And strategy pioneers of Pagonia from the Settlers series authors. Players will need to gather resources to build and develop their settlement, including cooperative mode. Procedural generation of maps will make every playthrough unique. So dude said, fuck your takes on settlers. I'm leaving and making my own settlers. You'll see. We'll see if that one will be better. I mean, not hard, I feel, to make it better, really. So probably. And by the end of this week, Blizzard will be removing a Twitter integration from World of Warcraft due to Twitter's API changes. Damn, son. And Blizzard is abandoning Twitter. Developer Given Eisenbase explains the appeal of the story nostalgic and familiar for the sake of terrifying your audience. That we also can read on Sunday. The Choo Choo Charles there, huh? Yeah, giving some insights. Sure. Save it. A Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will cost $70. Well, at least not 80 nowadays. Nowadays there is at least something good. But that's still quite chunky for the glorified mobile game, considering the mobile hardware there. And creators of Hogwarts Legacy are happy that the game got the record viewership on Twitch. The most viewers out of all single-player games in release day. Actually got there. Didn't think they beat Elden Ring. I guess they did. Guess they did. Was 1.28 mil. How much Elden Ring was on Twitch actually? Hogwarts Legacy PS5 controller revealed by Avalanche. Damn son. And the boycotting ended up doing good marketing. Yeah, and people who were like shitting up the chats and stuff were also contributing to the viewer numbers. Amazing. Easy signal boost. Alright, what else? What else? New game from the Nino Kuni authors. 110k according to Twitch Tracker. Huh, I see, alright. Impressive, impressive. New game, you will take the role of the police squad member that got the important investigation to do. And you will hold it in not just in real world, but in the virtual world too. Alright. Interesting. Twitch has added a new payouts tab to the analytics session. Damn, son. Just to find your payout history. Nothing interesting, bro. That's very interesting to me. I'm gonna check that one out. It's been a year almost. Gonna be interesting to see what that tab says there. Oh, damn. Until 16th of February in Epic Games Store, you can for free get the recipe for disaster on Epic. That's actually a nice one. I recommend. I played that one in early access on stream. Remember, people like that one. That one was nice. It's like the restaurant simulator where shit starts going down hard. It was pretty cool. That one was pretty nice, and now for free on Epic. Amazing, amazing. Another one. Ditching objectives to create carefree city builder Gordlets. That we gonna read. I mean, like after all the next fest and everything calms down, there's gonna be probably some days with just like reading some nice, interesting articles on at least like YouTube stream or something probably. I already have like such a backlog of stuff to read. And just reading a few on Sunday, not cutting it, dude. We need more. Not to mention the actual game dev stuff. Need way more. Need all the time. The Fail Frame, a Masked Lunar Eclipse remaster got the story trailer. The game will be out 9th of March on PC and consoles. It seems like the Earthworm Jim 4 that they teased in 2020 got cancelled. It wasn't like the creator also cancelled, but like literally. So maybe part of the reason. Hey, Alter. There's the Atomic Heart's system requirements. Seems like it's pretty alrighty. In over 2 years, Bungie spent over $2 million fighting cheaters in Destiny 2. That's towards the why would someone buy the source code of League of Legends for 700,000? Because even fighting that's gonna take way more. Looks like filming of the first season of Fallout adaptation is over. No exact date of the premiere yet. Man, it would be nice if they will allow to co-stream at least like an episode or some, so we can hang out and watch some stuff again. That one I gonna watch. That one I gonna watch. Fucking Fallout after all. The Twitch stream got canceled. Well, I mean, not canceled. They just got banned. That's pretty much it. I think they're gonna return after though. I think they're gonna return. At this point already, all I think. Well, at least like three I know, right? Like um the Forsen AI, the Seinfeld thingy, and what was the name? The Vedal. How do they call her? I already forgot. Neurosama, I think, or something, right? All of those already got banned at least once, so nothing new there. Nothing new there. They all returned, so this one probably too. Actually, not sure about voice AI. Did he return or not? I think Athena or someone just running like a bunch of like AI of different streamers pretty much now. Like there's like Hassan AI, Osman AI, someone else is also I think we're there. So just you wait. There's gonna be a lot of fun that way. You can make one, you can make them all. I mean, basically, yeah. You just need to provide enough like material, I guess, to learn, and that's it. And in some cases, they probably don't even bother with that too much. Nintendo announced Professor Layton in the New World of Steam. New quest is being created on Switch. Alright, or for Switch rather. The only person on the internet that hasn't tried to play with AI, I see. Yeah, I tried a little bit with like I was thinking about checking how what it can make for some sort of like, like the waiting screen or something, for example. Like can it create some sort of art? It kinda can, but was nothing that kinda like was interesting for me. So I'm gonna get in trouble because their AI version said something weird. I think that's already like happened though. Well, it didn't get anyone in trouble yet, but there's already well, first of all, there's the speech of Todd Howard, for example, right? Who is talking about and promoting the porn mods for Skyrim, I think, or was it for Fallout? I don't remember. And you can tell the difference, dude. It literally sounds like his speech from some show or some shit. And I think there was also what was her name? Like a couple of actors basically already movie actors already have like the some like I think there was like literally someone reading like Hitler's speech or something and some other stuff. So it's already happening. It's already happening. Hey, Immunity low. And that's why they're currently banned. Basically, let's claim it was AI and fake news. I mean, if someone will do it on like outside of the platform, like yeah, that's probably what's going to be claimed. It's all like forgery and stuff, and that's it. And there will be a lot of that stuff. So yeah, because it's kind of hard to tell apart, really. They're really hard to tell apart. Doomed in a weird way. I mean, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Don't think it's gonna be that bad, eh? But it's gonna be a fiesta though, for sure. Let's see. Amnesia Debunker got system requirements published too, alright. The new tech used for bad things? I mean, not always. Like, the bad things are just most surfaced, most obvious, more easy to do, you know. That's easy. That's easy. There are some, like, someone made, for example, a tool that literally just, like, makes textures, for example. On Game Dev Reddit I saw. It was just, like, a website, pretty much. You just, like, get like what kind of texture you want, it instantly generates it, and it makes it like, you know, in like the tile set and all this stuff. Like basically you just get like download and you have this stuff up to upload everywhere, wherever you want, basically. There you go. There are some good things, there are some good things, but yeah, the surface things you see mostly the fiesta, mostly the fiesta. And the Wentworth 1+2 reboot camp will be at Switch 21st of April. All right. And texture art is getting fucked. Yep, that also gonna happen. That also gonna happen though. Thing is, you still kind of will need, like if you want to get like actual good stuff, you will still need though. Like it's not gonna be like I'm actually not sure. Are there like people who just, you know, like exactly like focused on making like the textures and stuff? I think it's kind of more like of a combined thing, and that's not something you really can do. But I mean, it also like makes it easier for that too. Like I think there was also tools already that automatically place it on models and stuff too already. So you just, it already defines how to put the texture on the model in a way also. So there is a bunch there, yeah. There is a bunch of interesting shit going on. Well, just you wait, we're gonna get like the Ludits again, you know. It's coming, man. Not sure what they're gonna be burning though this time, compared to the medieval times. Not medieval, I guess, like the pre-industrial, like early industrial revolution time. What they're gonna burn this time, I'm not sure. Servers, I guess. And the unknown humans need it. Well, I mean, to be honest, like removing like the routine stuff is good, in my opinion. Tell you that. That's a good stuff. Like if there will be something that will remove some of the routine and stuff from you, that is nice. The thing is, yeah, you need to take care of people who gonna be, you know, kind of out of the picture then. But it's not the first time humanity goes through that. Let's put it that way. So far, we kind of managed, so we'll see. A lot of low-level, mid-level artists will lose their jobs, probably, yeah. Depends on routine. Sometimes it's important. Well, I mean, the routine is in like, you know, you have like 1,000 of fucking files that you're gonna need to manually go through, like, you know, like a couple of clicks to just apply or something, you know. That's when already some people make macros and stuff, for example. And this way you just make it like easier for someone who maybe doesn't know how to make macro. I mean, that kind of routine, you know. Or like making texture like from the art perspective, but then, you know, making it in all the proper files, converting and stuff like this. The problem is transition, yeah. The transition part is indeed, but I mean, the thing is, like, you can get fucked anytime. That's the main problem. No matter what you do and everything, you never know when you're gonna get fucked. So, you know, already have scripts for that. Yeah, you can make those for sure. But like this is gonna be like even easier. Like you don't even need like to know like coding and stuff to do that. It's gonna be already like all way more simple. Not to mention the code is might be already written for you, you know, with GPT and stuff. And the UB is going to be unavoidable at some point. I mean, I think it's just gonna be overused a lot, and then it's just gonna create the situation when there's like either gonna be some big enforcements of some sort of legislation going in, or it's just gonna be like so low quality and everything that people just gonna kind of like, nope, ain't gonna use that. People think that the process of art isn't important nowadays. People thought that way all the time, honestly. There is like a whole bunch. Like there was always like with games, for example, even when you read the books, which like most of them are kind of like not super fresh, right? Like 2010s or something, for example. You already can see, you know, some of the like different points of view. Like in one, it will be like, you know, like the narrative and stuff and art and everything is like not needed and secondary. It's all about the gameplay and mechanics. And then you see the another one that is like mechanics are whatever. If you make like a good story, then it's good, like a movie, you know. That always also was the case. So I think, and then I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. We will see, because like theoretically, it's already like months basically, right, when it all exists to some extent. And I mean, is it like that crazy? We'll see after years, of course. Yeah, we'll see after years. If anything, it's now I think it's not like art and everything. It's more actually the stuff that you can basically like impersonate someone easily. The all the deep faking and of voices especially. And well, I mean, like the video is still kind of noticeable usually, right? But like the voice and stuff already is insane. And the situation with like huge amounts of like informational noise just like being created. See, as I say, worth. The artist will just fix some extra fingers in the final picture and that's it. Well, the thing is, like, it's like some complicated art you're not gonna be able to do like this. Like, it is just not consistent type of art that way. Unless they will learn, of course, too. Unless they will learn, they probably will at some point to make the consistent art and everything. But yeah, it still will require a bunch of manual work on top of that. It's gonna reduce the amount of people needed, though. That's for sure. It's gonna reduce the amount of people they're gonna be using. But the thing is, I don't think it's gonna reduce the demand in those people, though, because I think it's just gonna be compensated by amount of other studios and everything trying to go into the market because they can now, because they don't need like, you know, like 5 people to do the art and stuff. They now need like a couple of people and, you know, some assistance from software. The go-to websites look at schedules of game releases. Not really, actually. There is SteamDB has the upcoming releases tab, for example, which has everything, but it's not very convenient to browse, really. There was like one calendar where all the releases were marked by platforms and stuff, but that one is kind of PPA. It's like choose owners and stuff, and it wasn't working for a while, then it works again, I think. Like, no like super good one. There's also the Game Informer, some other like news websites. They usually have this like page for search engines where they just have like a bunch of like games written down when they are out. Also not the best format, but you can check at least. But like no super convenient one, I would say. I was looking actually into it myself too at some point. I had one, but yeah, it didn't work that well, or like rather broke after some time. Yeah, Thermos, pretty much. some jobs disappear, new ones appear. Yeah, that's the case. That will be like there was a lot of things already that happened like this, even like in kind of recent times. As I said many times, like for example, we had like when I was studying in college, there was like a whole like faculty, the department in the college, for example, that was literally just studying soldering and stuff. Like they're not used anymore. Like all those people who are graduating every year as like the how would they call it here, like the how you translate it even like the montage doesn't really translate that well in English, but basically it's just like the installers of radio electronic devices. So their goal was literally just like for 3 years they were studying how to properly solder stuff and everything. And they all kind of gone because like no one really does soldering like this in industrial format anymore. It's like back when I was also still studying, we were like doing some internship like practice in some of the places like that, and you literally just like go in, like loads of tables there, right, with like some people sitting there soldering some like integrated circuits and stuff like this for phones, for like the landline phones and stuff, you know. That was the thing. That was literally just like a whole room like full of like a bunch of people just like soldering stuff, and we did the soldering too. No one does that anymore. It's like most of those people also just out of the window. But still, those who actually had you know, skills with that stuff, they just have their own local workshops, like pretty much I think every like big mall, like trading, you know, like center or something here usually has like this like corner when there is like a dude who is skilled with like soldering, with electronics, with electricity and stuff, and people just bring them some, you know, PCs, laptops, phones, and they just like fix it for money basically for you. They found a way to, you know, it just became kind of from the mass and industrial thing they were doing, it just became kind of craft. They're good at it, they monetize it. Demand, like, obviously is not that huge as it was like in like huge industrial thingy where everyone was doing that. Hey, Green, hello. Hello, sir, hello. Occupations like plumbers will be replaced by automation. Actually, also not really, to be honest. Like the people who good like we would expect. That's what we were thinking, right? Like all those jobs with your hands and stuff, they're gonna be replaced. You know, robots and automation. No, those people are the most in demand. Like here, for example, if you can like, well, soldering is more of a niche thing nowadays already. Uh, but for example, like welding, if you can weld pipelines, for example, and weld them real good for like, you know, like gas pipelines and stuff like this. If you can do that, like, bro, you're gonna earn more than any IT duty here whatsoever. If you are the excavator operator who has license to work with also pipelines and stuff like this, bro, you're gonna be like a rolling man. Like all those like super coders, they have nothing to do with you. So like so it all comes down to the skill. It's like sure there's like a bunch of those jobs replaced now, but like there are still people who do them so good that, you know, they still find the way. Is the problem like everywhere is like every like when it becomes less of a mass production, it just becomes kind of like a lot of people who are like on the medium level, like jack of all trades and stuff, they just all get out of the industry. That's kind of like sad thing about it. But the thing is like you always get that anyway. Now you can work somewhere, you know, for a while, then you kind of like perform on average, you get old and, you know, get the fuck out, dude. You weren't really a god, you're already old, so, you know, you're gonna find someone else instead who is younger and maybe will be better. That's kind of also like just the cycle of things, sadly. You know, sometimes, like with my dad, for example, they also were like, you know, they had like coronavirus, you took a while to recover, you know, like the long sick leave and everything. So they were like, you know, get out, bro. I was like, all right, sure. like year pass or something, and they calling him back because like no one can do this shit. So he's back. I mean, sure, just pay me more, I'll return. I don't mind. So yeah, it is just how it goes sometimes. So yeah, I mean, it's very Pipiaga situation, but I don't think it's something new for us, to be honest. Not the first time, not the last time. There's gonna be more of that, and there's nothing to do about it. Like in my opinion, you just need to kind of like be prepared for this shit always, because shit can go down anytime. You never know when it's gonna go down, man. Trust me. It's almost a year already since shit went down so hard that all those problems seem kind of like negligible. Let's put it that way. So you gotta just be ready that you might become kind of obsolete very fast, very easy, and lose everything in one like moment. But you also need to just live and enjoy the life, That's the main thing. It's just a game, dude. You need to keep enjoying it and not think too much about the upcoming boss fight. And just deal with it when it approaches, Because otherwise, you'll be just constantly full of that existential dread and everything about things that are gonna happen and how bad it's gonna be. Because it's probably gonna be, but it doesn't mean that we can't still, survive and thrive in everything. Let's see. And I got Pikmin also. Pikmin 4 on Switch, 21st of July. I'll see. And this year, Total War Warhammer 3 will got 3 expansions. Oh, them still suffering there. Feels bad, man. No, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. We're just like talking about the AI stuff and everything. The classic, the classic. And dread more annoyance. Yeah, I mean, then you just kind of like need also to kind of take it, honestly. Sadly, that's the only thing you can do anyway. First expansion will be out in April, apparently. All right. Ah, sees the I see. The pain, the pain. Nintendo said that $70 price will not become a new standard for other games of theirs. So it's not all of them gonna be 70, but probably a lot of them. Disney is also on laying off 7,000 people. There you go. I might not even need to wait until AI and stuff arrives. Corp already gonna fuck you up anyway. Alright, what else do we have? Don't Nod showed a new game. The story focus game, Harmony the Fall of Reverie. Interesting. That's the one we read earlier before. Nintendo and Platinum Games published a new trailer of Bayonetta Origins series, The Lost Demon. The game will be out 17th of March. I think my friend said it's like combat or something they showed. Well, he wasn't impressed. Apparently Bayonetta 3 also has like the demo of the game with it, and he said it's kind of like not for everyone, let's put it that way. To the layoffs lately, well, economy is kind of like not doing too well. So all those companies who were just like hiring non-stop now realize that, they can't fund that anymore. Well, I mean, they can, but then they will need, to cut the money for management bonuses and stuff like this, sell the yachts and stuff. So they instead just like laying off people. The leads of Resident Evil 4 development, remake development, admitted they didn't want to start the remake because the original is a masterpiece. And also, authors tell more about creating a game, promising that it's not gonna disappoint fans. But we'll see. I see. The super conversions. Classic, classic. Now, Ubisoft became a first gaming company that got the agreement with police to fight the toxic players. Damn, son, they go ham. Oof, you better prepare. You better prepare. That actually sounds kind of not a bad thing, though. Not a bad thing. Hey, Mukaf, hello. No, I haven't played New World for a while. I'm waiting for maybe some new stuff when if I'm gonna be feeling like playing it some more. Playing MMOs when it's like a mood stuff. I don't really grind shit that much. Yeah, I say, yeah. It could be, it could be. Like, Nintendo has like a whole department in every region to decide on the regional price. Like we had it, for example, still have, I think. I think that officially didn't really leave or anything. And yeah, I don't know how they do that because the prices here, regional price here for Nintendo stuff is ridiculous. So yeah, even if they do that kind of, they suck at it. Let's put it that way. They put like so many like different things in account, but they don't actually, think basically. So that's probably the same case. It's just like, let's take in account like all the taxes, all the other expenses, get the formulas going, but let's forget about, how much people actually can pay for the game. Yes, there must I see. Yeah, there might be that might require some adjustments for sure. Well, I mean, it's not gonna be like, are you gonna like say I fuck your mom or something and instantly boom, like fucking SWAT is running into your apartment, with guns and everything. It's not gonna happen that way, but yeah. Favorite demo so far? Shadows of Doubt. Shadows of Doubt was super good. That was super good, man. Advertising taxes without prices? Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. We usually have it kind of other way around. Everything is with taxes, but if you're buying in some special stores as a company, for example, then already on the checkout, you can, discount the taxes. If you're like restaurant that is buying like food in the special store, for example, you can kind of discount the VAT because the VAT gonna apply on your production already, like what you make out of that food. List income before taxes, that sometimes is good though. Like, I think that's actually a good thing that we should do more. Because like people just don't understand how much they can get paid and everything. At least like in Europe, for example, I think a lot like you ask almost any person, they know how much they earn, like netto, brutto, before taxes, after taxes, everyone knows how much they pay for what. Ask here, no one knows shit. Everyone thinks we have like a very low and mild income tax, only 13%, dude, and like better than in the West and stuff. We cool, yeah. Forgetting that there's like also the social tax in 22% that their employer pays for them, without really like advertising that much. Hey, Boss Face, hello. How you doing, man? Yeah, see, Steve, all right. I got different stuff there going. Yeah, Shadows of Doubt was really good. Like, Shadows of Doubt, like, I'm kind of like, the only thing I'm kind of scared that Shadows of Doubt kind of like chasing that replayability and procedural generation too much might kind of just like, lose it. Like, it's going to be replayable and stuff, but every replay going to be kind of like, like not there yet. I kind of hope that they would make some sort of main storyline that is like fully, laid down manually, maybe with a little bit of like variety and randomness, right? And then like sure you can have like a bunch of like side stories that you can investigate that are generated already. That would be good. Income is tax and then all goods have VAT too. Yeah, I mean, the same here everywhere. And that's just how it goes. And there's not only VAT, for example, if you buy like booze or cigarettes, you pay, you know, after your taxes, you also pay VAT, and you pay special tax for like alcohol, for tobacco. Same special tax goes for like, not same, like it's different, like I don't know, but like same type, we call it access here. That goes for gasoline, a bunch of other stuff. And then there is also, for example, you already earned something, you pay tax on that, right? That's what you earned. You got your final money that you paid everything to the government done. It's yours. You put it in the bank and you make profit on that, and you pay profit from that too. So it's fun. It's interesting, dude. You got profit from already what you paid money off. You still pay for that also. You need to like get like solid amount of that profit, obviously, but if you're saving for a lot of time, for example, and you have it on the bank account and you get like interest on that, then you're gonna pay taxes on that interest too, even though it's literally your savings there. It do be happening, but what I actually learned that I don't need to pay taxes on this stuff, by the way, so which I knew kinda that that's the case, but apparently that is the case since it's donations, so it's just like gifts, sorta. So yeah, I don't need to pay any tax for that shit, thankfully. When Twitch is paying me, then I pay my glorious 6% tax. Since Twitch doesn't pay, then, well, I don't pay any tax. The only downside is if I decide to go to some conventions and get a visa, then I can't really show anything. Like, because I'm like self-employed, but if I don't have any taxes, then I don't have any profits officially too, and then, you know, I'm kind of unemployed, basically. So for visa, that's gonna be also tricky. Which, I mean, kind of like very low probability that I will go somewhere with all this shit fest. Kind of doubt it. I want to, but I really doubt it. I really doubt it. The IRS has nothing to do with that though. Donors like don't even go through that anyway. Like the Twitch stuff does, but for Twitch I already have all the papers filled there. Twitch already knows everything, and they also don't pay anyway, so no difference. Even though they don't pay, I have already all the papers there renewed and everything, like right before that, like December or something, I think, 2021. I renewed all the papers. Like if you don't live in the US and if you didn't go in the US ever, then like all your paperwork is like one page done. If you've been there or something, then yeah, then you feel a whole bunch of stuff. Don't really care if you're earning peanuts. It depends. It depends. Sometimes they start caring all of a sudden because, you know, gotta make more money. Money's tight, brother. Or it's your bank who's getting interested, depending on the bank. Like I have a friend who had like the turnover on his bank account was like millions basically because he was doing like, what's the name in English, like arbitrage, where he was like, you know, doing like buying crypto here cheaper, selling it, then you know, getting money there with different conversion rate and making like this like little profit. And to make this little profit into something solid, you need like huge turnover basically. So at some point his bank was kind of like, yo dude, the fuck is this shit? Well, I'm a speculant, guys. There it is. I'm just like, you know, doing this stuff. Oh, all right, sure, fine, goodbye. It's all good, man. Keep going. I see it. All right. Easy. Easy. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy already ahead of Fallout 4 at peak online. The only paid single player game without multiplayer that is higher is Cyberpunk 2077. We'll see if they can make it on release. And Dead Cells with Castlevania crossover will start 6th of March. That's gonna be the expansion Return to Castlevania. Looks kinda nice. That one looks kinda nice. At some point I maybe will return to some Dead Cells thing. Yeah, there was like some charity stuff also on Twitch, some drama apparently. I was just like opening Twitter on my day offs, and then like morale is going is going ham fighting some PP good charity stuff. I'm like, oh shit. All right, let's see how it is. I'll see how it is. Despite analysts slashing expectations for Callisto Protocol, Krafton says it sold on par with market expectations or even slightly better. Copium. Krafton sees a full-year sales profit dip. Sounds like opium to me then. Seems like it, seems like it. No, I mean, when I was working with websites back in the day and I was earning peanuts, yeah, then like no one ever asked me about like any tax or something. Like even when I was like getting money from Twitch, I also could just kind of like, you know, I don't have anything, brother. But I did pay everything. And I never asked for anything. There was never any questions or something. I just like 6% tax. All right, fine. At least I'm official. And like, if I needed some papers, I could show. Here it is. I pay taxes. I have income. You know, I'm not some like random hobo. And that was good for visas also. Like my visa stuff was actually like my first visa was like for like 3 months, I think, to Europe. And usually, yeah, like you never get like usually you get like you go from like 10th to 15th. You're gonna get a visa for 10th to 15th, and then peace the fuck out. And I got like a few months first visa, and second visa was like 1 year instantly. So that actually worked kind of good. But now I can show that. Now I can show that because I don't need to pay this tax. But not paying tax means that I don't have any income, and that means in embassy they will be kind of already like, all right, it's like dude with no income coming, kind of sus, man, kind of sus. But also like have like there are other like things you can also kind of confirm that you are like, how do you say, capable of paying and not planning to just become like a legal immigrant or something. Callisto in Dead Space already forgotten? I mean, yeah, why not? Why not? It's a single player game, you just finish and you go. It's like pretty much any game. Yeah, people play it and it's over now. Like, like Hogwarts, for example, gonna live longer just because they kind of stretched the release, right? First streamers got it, then the deluxe edition, now it's gonna be released, and it's also kind of big open world game, and then also kind of like a drama and stuff, right? So it's gonna be in the spotlight a bit longer in total, but most of the time it just kind of like goes. We'll talk about good games. I don't know, I've seen like many games that just like come and go completely. People mostly talk about stuff that kind of like has some like staying power when it's something you can play for a while or some shit. Like some Hades, for example, that people can play for a while. Like Dark and Darker now, right? Like people play for a while, it stays around constantly. If it's just single player stuff, it's just done. Trouble getting international passport because of that? I never had issues whatsoever. Like now I even like self-employed status and international passport, they don't even have that. Like it's still so new here, they don't even they just say like put unemployed in. So yeah, I'm just like literally all history empty and no problems whatsoever. Hey Nick. Yeah, I think people like that space actually got like decent amount of spotlight time already for what it is, for just a remake, right, of an old game. I think that's already pretty impressive. Callisto also was around for a while, mostly because there was some like fiesta going on around it. I think it's still like most of the big games, like AAA stuff, like even Call of Duty or something. Like if you look at Twitch, for example, it's just like kind of everyone plays it and everyone moves on. Done. You don't even like really see it anymore. Multiplayer maybe to some extent. All right, what else? What else can go fast? We have demos to play still. Demos to play still. I think there should be a way, Steve. I think you should be able to like play someone else's dungeons. I think so. Same as like people can play your dungeon. All right, what else? What else? Voice actors are becoming increasingly worried about the growing prevalence of AI in the voice acting industry. Yep, that also again. That also again, and that will be even kind of like worse than with like artists, in my opinion. Because yeah, like in voice acting industry, it's gonna be even harder. Like outside of probably like Japanese voice actors and stuff, I think is like the AI probably gonna do it just fine. Like when artists kind of, you know, they can be actually talented and still be good enough to have their own niche and job. With voice acting, that's gonna be way harder. With voice acting, it's more about how you kind of like put yourself out there. If you're like Troy Baker or something, someone that everyone knows, or if like some random dude that no one knows. But the thing is, like, voice acting will be easier to control, though. Like, if you hear the voice of a person in the game that wasn't paid for that voice acting, then that game gets fucked. That gets reported and gets fucked. That's probably how it's gonna be. Спасибо, свои эссе. So important for visual novels, yeah. We'll see how that one. We'll see how that one will go too. Can probably change the voice a bit. I mean, kinda, but yeah, not sure. Not sure. Technically, it might be good if you can make some sort of like unrecognizable like voice completely. But I don't know how like that's gonna work then. If you can make some sort of like unrecognizable voices and stuff, or like I mean, that kind of depends again. Like again, like might be developer or someone just like, you know, getting their voice recorded, for example, and then just like using it to voice everything easily. Especially if there will be some sort of like algorithms to kind of like adjust the voices a bit to make them more like, you know, like match the emotion in the game, for example. Maybe sliders for accents, tone depths, and they just send the text. Probably. I mean, that mostly. Well, I mean, we already have text to speech like that, right? It's just gonna be like better quality of text to speech. And the thing is, like, I was visiting my grandma, and she was like she's like using some advanced technologies for the same old PPG stuff. So she's like watching YouTube on the phone, and she's watching also with some like brainwashed PPG stuff, just like on our TV, pretty much, right? So like propaganda galore, pretty much. Let's put it that way. And I'm like hearing on the background like what's being like said on YouTube, right? And I'm starting to realize like first I hear like kind of familiar sound of like some news host or something. So I thought you're just like watching like YouTube version of that. And I just like hear that like some abbreviation and stuff, they're like not pronounced as abbreviation, but kind of like the whole word being read, for example, right? And I'm kind of like, that's just fucking voice generated by AI. So yeah, there's already like a bunch of shit like that on YouTube too. And not having the frame limiters, yeah. And BTW, yeah. Now BTW at least would be kind of sound like it, but like it just would read when it's like the abbreviation, but like some like in Russian, for example, there's a bunch of those that you can just like read through. It's gonna sound like complete the garbo something, but they just kind of like read it like this, like a word instead of the abbreviation. And I wouldn't be surprised if the text for that voice also was like just written by the chat GPT or something. I wouldn't be surprised still. So like YouTube already getting a bunch of that there, it seems like just a bunch of generated trash there. Which again, I said like it's gonna be probably an issue at some point. That all those like platforms like Twitch, YouTube, they're gonna start like imposing some restrictions on like the content. Uh, Not even because they really care about AI, but just because it's like it takes space on the servers and bandwidth and everything, right? For all this like loads of content that no one really fucking needs and that brings like zero quality most of the time. So at some point they're gonna get overloaded and start doing that. It's just like Korea, for example, government now allowed ISPs to charge for bandwidth. That's why Twitch, was it Twitch, I think, right? Removing the VODs for Korean streamers, I think, or for Korean viewers or something. Like they're not gonna be able to store some amount or longer than some amount or watch or something. I don't remember. But basically, like ISPs can charge platforms, like Korean ISP can charge Twitch for whatever people watch on Twitch. So they just kind of like, well, then you just don't watch. Fuck off, you know. Easy. These two is see. NVIDIA, that frame limiter on NVIDIA stuff works like weird. It's garbo. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. The only one that was always working is like Rivet Tuner, for example. If you have this one, that one does work. But sometimes some games it just kind of break. You just like turn on frame limiter and like game breaks or OBS breaks or something like this happens. Let's see. Meta is looking to aim its Horizon Worlds metaverse to grab the attention of the younger generation. Damn son. They realize no one, you know, already adult enough is dumb enough to eat that shit. Time to change the target audience. The previous one is not buying it. Halo Infinite Season 3 alpha build leaked. Let's see, another one. More leaking, eh? Team Deathmatch in Apex Legends new season, starting 14th of February. New weapons and much more. I'm surprised it took him that long to make like Team Deathmatch mode or something for it. I think it was like timed mode or something there. Now it's, I guess, like permanent. Mountain Blade 2 is coming to Game Pass. The quality. A whole bunch of stuff then. Alright, what else? Activision Blizzard is still confident about Microsoft deal, despite fresh UK regulator warnings. Krafton opens AAA studio in Montreal to adapt Korean fantasy novel series. And that studio just got a bunch of people from Ubisoft, pretty much, to live there. Ubisoft taking another fat L again, eh? Yeah, group of ex-Ubisoft devs. They don't even need to headhunt, dude. They're running themselves, man. Game director of Forspoken promises that new patch will improve the situation with graphics and performance, but there is no date for that patch still. Alright, what else? Sony's planning to ship over 10 million PS5s in third quarter of 2023. Third financial quarter. Delirious Mars is fully compatible with Steam Deck now. Also no players, I guess. And Nakon will have their own presentation 9th of March. They will show more of the new projects. Robocop and Lord of the Rings Golem. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. That we might watch. City Skylines in the week will get the remaster for PS5 and Xbox Series. And owners of the original on PS4 and Xbox One will get it for free. Damn son. The remaster for City Skylines. Alright, that's an interesting one. Nintendo has announced plans to raise its employees' pay by 10% despite its lowered financial forecast. That is Nintendo pulling the Giga Chad there. Instead of cutting people and everything, laying off, they're increasing the salaries. Bobby Kotick says the regulators scrutinizing Microsoft's proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard don't know our industry. Damn son. Firing them shots. Apparently, Soma authors are working on the similar project in the same style. It's gonna be the sci-fi horror that will put players in front of some philosophical problems again. That's good. I'm down. Even the horror part I kind of don't really give a shit about, but other than that, Soma is amazing. The creators of Day Before are planning to fight back the fake news. Damn, son. Show 'em, show 'em. Hell yeah, brother. Producer of Dungeons and Dragons promised more respect to the Wizard of the Coast team. The conflict with the open license happened because of a lack of respect to the team of Wizard of the Coast from the management. I see, so I see. The production of the new Iron Man game started in EA Motive now. So they're just getting started there. This word of mine is added to the the permanent, or like, no, I guess permanent, yeah, like or persistent collection of a Museum of Modern Arts in New York. I think this word of mine is quite deserving that for sure. A really nice game. A really nice game with a really nice message and everything. All right, what else? What else? What else is Dink? Voice actors reportedly urged to sign voices away to AI companies. What the fuck? It's going even more Dink. Several actors revealed that they've been asked to sign their voice rights away, so those voices can be used for AI software by other clients. Damn, son. It's happening, eh? Motherboard report focuses particularly on 11 Labs, a software company that claims to provide the necessary quality for voicing and news newsletter, books, and videos. Damn, son, already going ham. Imagine signing away rights for your voice. Maybe we will get to the point where you're gonna be signing the rights to your soul away or something. Just gotta wait. I just gotta wait. And 9 minutes of Star Wars Jedi Survivor gameplay there somewhere. Let's see. I guess also kind of leaked or something. All right. A new Resident Evil movie too. All right. The full length one even. Insane, nah. Sign away your rights, yeah. Who needs rights, dude? I'm gonna get paid, a little bit, minimal amount. Just the minimal pay there. All right. Come on, anything else? Anything else? The Prison Architect DLC is out already, alright. And the free update too. Insane. The Paradox is pumping still. Still pumping, eh? Hey, Zodiac. Dell is also laying off people. 6,650 or 5% of all personnel. And another one. Oh, the Blood Bowl 3 will be out 23rd of February. Damn, son. It's actually real. It is actually real. In 2 months, Dwarf Fortress sold over 600,000 copies. Crazy, man. Crazy. See what Cafe say. Yeah, Fable reached playable state, says the producer. Here we see this one. So the Fable is actually playable already. Now, consoles already got the Atomic Heart preload 3 days ago. On PC it was like 10 megabytes so far, so not full preload yet. We'll see. Bandai Namco showed the report for 9 months of a current financial year. Elden Ring sales are still helping company, but their numbers are kinda dropping with Elden Ring. But seems like everything else is still positive though. So Bandai is still doing good even not considering Elden Ring. 10 megabytes compression, yeah, exactly. Alright, yeah, this one we saw. This one I remember. And a new Battlefield 2042 update. Reworking the balance. Damn, son. Another one. V-Rising is overhauling the magic system in May's free expansion. Free? Damn, they're not even gonna pump some DLCs yet. Sony claims it's being harassed by Microsoft over Activision Blizzard merger. Microsoft subpoenaed Sony to obtain information that could help it fight the FTC, which is attempting to block its Activision Blizzard merger. Damn, Microsoft the bully. I see, Steve, I see. Free expansion for early access, yeah. PS5 sales are up 98% over January last year. That's what you get when you actually can get that PlayStation 5, dude. All you need to do, all you needed to do. Yes, Steve, yeah. Well, I mean, that's how it usually goes, though. That's the thing. Like, the Epic versus Apple also was a whole bunch of info leaked that wasn't kind of, I guess, necessary, kind of needed. But it all goes as like a part of the process. And just do be like that, I guess. Alright, let's get to the PC. Keep going with the demos. Still have stuff to play for today. And for the whole weekend and until the very end of next fest, which will be over evening Monday. So Monday also gonna be a full stream of it. There's a lot of demos to play, man. Feels good. We're probably not even gonna be able to play everything I want, but I'll try. I'll try. Should write actual numbers. I think they do in report. In the report, they did. I think they said. It's just they said the global numbers. This is kind of more of a local number or something. But they did say the numbers. They sold a bunch. Don't remember exact numbers, but they are out there.